Hello and good morning or good afternoon. My name is Larisha and I am the head of social media here at C Labs, and I am thrilled to have Peter from C Labs also join me today, as well as Moses, and we are going to be chatting about simplifying online payments through blockchain. And Moses is the founder of Paychant, and Peter is our growth lead in Africa. And so we're just going to start it off of, chatting about what's been happening in Africa. But first, I'm going to let each of you guys introduce yourselves more.
Hi everyone, my name is Peter. I lead growth at C Labs in Africa, and I'm based in Nigeria. Moses?
Hi everyone, my name is Moses Adeniji, and I'm the co-founder of Paychance. I am based in Lagos, Nigeria as well, and Paychance is a cryptocurrency payment gateway solution.
Excellent. So Moses, can you tell us a little bit more about how you came up with Paychant and more about it?
Okay, thanks, Loisha. We started Paychance in 2019. Myself and my brother. Basically, we are a freelancer. I'm a front end engineer, and my brother is a software engineer. So we do freelance job for clients overseas, in the US, in Europe, and in Australia. So during 2020, I think 2017, we met a client that asked us for a payment development payment platform. So the man proposed to us that he's going to be paying us in cryptocurrency because he's based in Australia and we are in Nigeria. So it is a bit difficult for him using the traditional means of transfer service to send money to us in Nigeria. And we said he's going to be using cryptocurrency as a payment for us in Nigeria. So that was the first time we heard about cryptocurrency. So he sent us a Bitcoin then as a payment. So we saw the benefit of Bitcoin because it was so fast for us to get paid in Nigeria. Someone sending money from Australia to Nigeria in a seconds, and it was so amazing, and we were so happy. And we fell in love with the technology and the process. But the difficulties we discovered later on is that there's this issue in spending this crypto assets whenever we get it. Because every time we receive this money from this client, we have to go to the same platform to go and change it to fiat. And this started becoming an issue for us, and we felt that there should be a platform for us to spend this crypto asset without needing to be sending it to fiat currency. So myself and Gabriel, which is my brother and my co-founder, so we came together and we said there should be a platform whereby people can spend their crypto assets easily without changing back to fiat. So that is when we started working on Paychant, and that is what we Paychant.
That you really are solving a problem, because I think it's like 99% of online stores still don't have pay with crypto. And so many people in Africa own crypto, and so it makes sense. I'm curious, what cryptocurrencies do you offer to pay in, or what relationships do you have there?
Okay, we have Bitcoin on the platform, we have Ethereum, and we have USDT, and we also have Cellular, which is the default currency on the platform.
Right
So
now,
the reason I think the reason why we make Cellular the default currency is that I think Cellular is very, very cheap in terms of the fee. So and we discovered that the best currency for payment in terms of digital payment should be Cellular because the fees are very, very cheap. Because at the moment, if you should look at the price of BTC now, you see that I think it is over $50,000, and the gas fee now is very, very crazy. So and likewise Ethereum as well. But in terms of Cellular, you are paying a fractional fee for the gas to sending money or making digital payments. So that is why we make like Cellular the default payment currency on the Paychant payment gateway.
That's very true about gas fees. I'm wondering, and I'm going to invite Peter to the stream too here, of how did each of you learn about Cello?
Okay, should I go first?
Yeah, you can go first on this.
Okay, we learned about Celo during last year. One of our advisors introduces the Cello Camp to us. So that was the first time we heard about Celo during because of the Cello Camp cohort. So we applied the first time for the Cello Camp. I think that was around March, but we were not selected as an applicant. But the second time we applied, I think that was around September. We were selected and we joined the camp. That was when we started learning about Cello and their whole architecture and infrastructure around the protocol.
That's a good plug of just to let everyone know that Cello Camp is doing another round. And so we encourage everyone to apply. You can apply at cellocamp.com. Moses got his start with Cello doing Cello Camp. And Peter, how did you hear about Cello and come into the fold of building on Cello?
Yeah, for me, my whole professional career has been in crypto, and so before I joined C Labs, I kind of read it, I think, on CoinDex or Cointelegraph, and I saw something about a mobile first blockchain, and I was working with Dash before, and I've always had it in mind that the blockchain project that's going to reach millions and billions of people has to be a mobile first blockchain. That has super cheap fees, as a consumer facing application that average people could use. And so when I saw that about Celo on CoinDex, I was super excited. So I started digging deep into it, and then I joined C Labs, and it's been fun working and trying to bring amazing products into the African region.
I agree. I also came into, wanting to help build Cello after hearing the mobile first. So I agree with you completely. Moses, are you still there? You're frozen on our side, but I want to make sure that you're still with us.
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Perfect. I'm curious if you could tell us, so you joined Cello Camp with Paychant. What was the biggest difference, or what did you learn, like the biggest takeaway from Cello Camp that helped really excel Paychant?
Okay. I think the camp really helped us a lot. Not even about getting to know the Celo infrastructure alone, but in terms of running the startups, it's just like an incubator. The Celo Camp is just like a YC, and they offer a lot of support to startups in terms of building your startup from scratch. The process and the business, business development wise, they provide us with a lot of mentors, like top tier investors. We're part of the cohort program. We got to meet VCs that we don't even think we can ever meet in our life. And they advise us, they see our deck, like our pitch deck, and they evaluate it, and make some adjustment to the errors we have made here. So I would say the Cello Camp overall has been so helpful to us, and it has improved the way we are positioned in terms of business wise.
It's true. Advising is super important and getting in front of VC. So I'm glad that was able to happen.
Yeah, Moses, I have a question for you. So I know Africa is a continent with quite a lot of young people. The average age of in Africa is, I think, about 18 years, and the internet penetration rate is growing quite very fast. And so I'd like to ask, where do you see the future of payments in Africa? I know we've had some success with in Eastern Africa with M-Pesa and all sorts of form of payments. So generally in Africa, where do you see the forms? Where do you see the future of payment? With blockchain-powered platforms like Celo.
I think the future of payments in Africa is digital, and because as you said earlier, a lot of people now has a smartphone on their hand, and I would say most of the activities are carried out on their mobile phones. because if I should say like 10 years ago, it is difficult, to see, people, a lot of people are having a smartphone on their hand. But now, the adoption of smartphone is something that we cannot, it's something that is vast. So I would say the future of payment is so much, on digital, and that is what Cello is doing with the Valova wallet. And if I think if with what Paychant is doing in collaboration with Celo, I think the adoption of digital payments is going to be very very huge in the next 2 years. And if you should see the wallet, I mean the developer wallet, the UX around it is very very it's very easy to use, and it is not like much of a blockchain is not included in the experience. So and the fees as well, because I think one of the reason people are a little bit scared about the blockchain technology is the fee associated with the transaction recently, with the hike of the price. So, but in terms of Celo, because I tried the Valora wallet almost every time, and I could tell you that I'm still able to send $1 when I have like 1.5 dollar in my balance. So that is something impossible using Ethereum or any other digital currency. So I would say the future of payment is very tied to Celo with their Valora wallet technology.
Very true. Valor is awesome. It's less than a penny for a fee, which is vastly different than what we're seeing for like Ethereum.
Exactly.
Moses, I'm curious, is there anything that we should know about Paychant, something on the horizon or something you're really excited about?
Yes, Paychant, I think we have been growing our team recently in terms of starting the business operation. Ever since we won the Cello Camp batch 2 winner. So I think what you should expect from Paychant now is that we are expanding to Ghana very soon. I think sometime around next month, Paychant is going to be available in Ghana, and we are also adding the like a platform to pay for utility bills on Paychant. So that is one of the products we have been working on again on Paychant. So it is easier for people, to be able to make purchases for say internet data or airtime using the Paychant platform, and also pay for subscription services with their digital currency. Because I think for us to build the adoption of digital currency, there has to be a lot of ways for people to spend these assets, instead of exchanging them back to their fiat currency. Because at the moment, I don't think it is easy for someone to pay for their subscription using digital currency, and this has been the reason why people have been changing their cryptocurrency back to fiat currency. But if there should be a way for them, to make purchases directly with this digital currency, I don't think we would have the need to be holding the traditional paper currency anymore.
So you heard it here first, folks, coming to Ghana and utilities, which is amazing. So thank you for sharing. Peter, do you have any last minute questions before we let Moses head off?
Yeah, this question might sound a little bit ambitious, but when do you think Paychant is going to integrate with platforms like maybe Amazon and other e-commerce platforms where a lot of African countries do not easily have access to make payments with?
I think that should be I would say soon, because it is still not that easy for us to get this big platform on board on Paychant, because we are still a little bit young at the moment. But I think if we start with the small merchants, in Nigeria, like the SMEs and the medium scale enterprises using Paychant, to receive payment, I think that would be like the pathway for us to capture these bigger merchants in Africa, like the likes of Jumia and Konga, and these big e-commerce platforms But I think the small ones are going to come before these big ones.
We love a good answer with soon, but to remind people that you can use Paychant on Shopify, which is huge. So we'll look forward to see other e-commerce platforms. Well, thank you, Peter and Moses, for joining today. Moses sharing more about Paychant, and we wish everyone the best.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Guys.
you, guys. My pleasure.
Bye.
Bye, guys.